At the beginning of this movie, they show a building on fire, completely filled with smoke. Our hero, Kim, saves a little girl from the building and is bringing her down using a rope. Just then, the rope in his hand also catches fire, and he asks his teammates to grab his hand. But in that moment, the rope completely burns through, and they both fall down with their hands joined. Then, they show us the impact of Kim's fall from the people's perspective. While falling, all the scenes from his childhood and everything that happened in his life flash before his eyes. After falling down, he closes his eyes and thinks, "Thank God, I'm okay." He sees that the child is safe and running to her parents. Now he gets up and goes to that girl and asks her name. "What is your name?" But she doesn't even look at him. He is surprised, thinking, "Is no one seeing me?" Just then, someone calls his name. Thinking maybe that child called him, he says to that girl, "My name is Kim. What's your name, sweetie?" This time too, no one turns to look at him. What has happened to all of them? Thinking this, he looks in another direction where two people are standing. One of them is Grim, a tall man wearing a coat. On the other side is a girl who looks very cute and whose name is Lee. Lee has a calm demeanor. Looking at him, they say, "Why are you standing there? You people are everywhere. Something fell on your head." On one side, the team is grieving deeply, and on the other side, they show that Kim's teammates are gathered around their dead companion, mourning. And that dead man is none other than Giver. Seeing this, Kim is shocked. But Grim and Lee are standing as if none of this affects them. Lee says, "We three, after filling the vessel, when you reach the afterlife, there for 49 days we will accompany you. And those 7, how will they? In this, we 3 will save you and give you a complete life. We are doing all this because you are a paragon, one who risks his own life to save others. Such an incident has happened after 40 years. So we are your PIMs, guardians." In the meantime, Grim says, "I am Assistant Security Specialist." After his introduction, he says to us, "You got confused, right? Who is the third man?" That third man is Captain Grim. He is your assigned one. As far as I know, he must have gone to eat. He says this in a joking manner. Then they show something like a cycle coming down from the sky, which Kim takes. So now, serially, it shows that he is completely dead and his soul is going upwards. Still, he doesn't believe it. He starts saying, "I want to see my mother. I want to talk to her now." But the Guardians pull him upwards. Cut to Gangrim, who is the captain of the Guardians. Just as Lee had said, exactly like that, Gangrim is eating food. It seems he didn't like the food, so he eats a little and gets up. Just then, he sees Kim's mother. Her brother Suyo goes to his mother and says, "Come, it's time to go to the place of the dead." Cut to show that Kim has reached the afterlife and is standing outside the gate of Afterlife. There is a crowd of millions of people on his face. Then Lee announces, "Look, the Paragon has come. Everyone, move aside and let him come." Just then, Gangrim also arrives there. Then Lee picks up a slip and puts it into the mouth of a statue placed there. As soon as the slip goes inside, a large symbol appears on that gate. Seeing this, Lee starts announcing and says to Kim, "You will surely pass the 49-day trial period, and then..." For the hearing of the first case, they enter through that gate. Cut to show inside a large bridge with lava from a volcano spread on both sides. Now, if the balance is lost even a little, one will fall into the lava and burn. Then, climbing on that tree, he is going. So now Grim asks him, "Are you okay? Think and tell, have you ever killed anyone? Why have we been made with this halo, meaning associated with murder?" Kim says he hasn't done anything like that. In the meantime, Lee says, "But here, only those who have killed someone are brought." Now Grim explains that altogether there are 7 trials. The accounts of one's deeds are settled inside the gate. Which trial will come first, no one knows. It's just a coincidence that Kim has been matched with the first trial. Now Kim says, "I haven't even harmed insects or bugs." In the meantime, Gangrim says, "Murder doesn't mean you directly kill someone. If someone died because of any of your actions, then that is also considered a murderer." Then, Lee closes her eyes and scans all his deeds. Now it will be known if you have killed anyone. Cut to show us a flashback in which Kim is unable to save a man he worked with. In this way, he became the cause of that man's death. Now, cut to show where he is standing. A circle forms and starts glowing. In the middle is filled with lava, and many people fall into it and writhe in pain. Many of them come to him and beg for help. "Please, help us." Helping is nothing new for him, and he happily tries to help those people. Now the record deity, meaning the first judge, asks him, How did you feel the need to save people? Hearing his thundering voice, Kim starts falling into the well. The record deity has two lawyers with him, and they are connected to Lee, who tells the deity, "This Israel, Kim, did not save the man he worked with. Because of this, that officer died. This is indeed a very big crime, Island." In this way, that lawyer keeps saying such dialogue, and they show the other lawyer who is fat and looks like he belongs to a very rich family, used to eating and drinking a lot. He has a habit of falling asleep anywhere. Now the old lawyer wakes him up by calling. He also wakes up from sleep in towers, saying dialogue. This man has not only become the cause of his partner's death, and he should be given at least 50 years of punishment. Now the record deity gets angry and says, "I don't know how you became a lawyer. That man is a paragon who risks his life to save others, and he should get at least punishment." He says, "I don't even know that much." The fat lawyer feels very ashamed and requests 5 years of punishment instead of 50. And Kim's guardians are in his favor. Gangrim starts saying, "Objection!" and so on. Cut to show us another flashback in which Kim's teammate officer says to him, "You leave worrying about me and try to save other people." After this, Kim leaves the officer there and goes to save 8 people trapped in an accident. In the trial, Lee is telling all these details to the record deity. Hearing this, the record deity is convinced and says, "You didn't save your teammate, that was your mistake for sure. And that day, you saved 8 people. For that, I am very happy. And you had no other fault. In this first test, you pass, and you can proceed to the hearing of the next case." Now cut to show that Kim and his guardians are going towards the second trial. Then Lee says, "In the next process, you will pass very easily because now we are going to G, who is the deity who punishes lazy people. But you are a man who always works very hard for his duty, so you will easily pass G's trial, and there will be no problem. Actually, if our 48 paragons get their complete life back, then we will also get complete life. But don't talk about these things." They reach the next deity's gate. Inside, Grim and Lee praise Kim a lot, that Kim helped in the survey, he never thought about himself, he always does good for others, he works very hard in his duty. They keep saying such things. Hearing all this, the goddess there says, "You will not get any punishment. I have never seen such a good and honest person like you. We should even erect a statue of you here." Baby, the goddess, seems to have gotten a little too impressed. Then she asks Kim, "Why did you do all this?" Now Kim, who is innocent and doesn't know how to say anything but the truth, says, "I did all this for money." Just then, all the efforts of the guardians go to waste. Baby gets angry and says, "You did everything just for money? You will definitely get punishment." Saying this, she separates the girl's board on which Kim is standing. He starts going far away on it. The direction he is going towards has a huge machine made of needles, and thousands of people are falling there. Seeing this, Grim gets very scared, but Gangrim and Lee save him and explain to him why he did that. Actually, Kim's mother was very sick. Not only that, his brother's college fees were very high. Therefore, Kim had to work day and night. That's why he had said that he was doing all this for money. In this way, Kim's guardians show the whole story visually to this goddess. Convinced, the goddess becomes kind and says, "Child, you are truly a good person. Okay, I'll pass you in the exam." In this way, Kim passes the second trial and now proceeds to the next. Cut to show that they are going in a boat towards the third gate. Just then, many ghosts attack them there, but Grim and his companions fight and save them. Then Gangrim says to Kim, "Someone in your family has died, and their soul is roaming on Earth. That's why such ghosts are making contact. If this continues like this, the time given for complete life will end quickly. And the solution is with me. I will also go to Earth and see whose soul it is and settle it and come back. Till then, Lee and Grim, take care of him." In this way, handing over Kim to the other guardians, Gangrim leaves for Earth. Cut to show Kim's family where a member of Kim's family has died, and that is none other than his brother, Suyog. Then Grim takes out his sword and goes to Suyog's soul, but the soul doesn't move to the afterlife, and Suyog doesn't seem innocent like a brother. His soul tricks Grim and runs away. Gangrim doesn't leave him and chases him. And friends, this scene is pictured in a very dangerous way in the movie. After a lot of chasing, Suyog's soul comes into Gangrim's hand. Cut to show Kim and the Guardians going with the guards, that ghosts start attacking them. The Guardians start worrying because Gangrim hasn't returned yet, and they have to face the ghosts alone. Then Kim channels and two very large forms appear, and they almost kill and drive away the ghosts. He is the deity of cursed deities. He has his own protection. Seeing that deity, the guardians bow to him. But that deity remains as he is. The guardians force him to bow. In the meantime, the deity of deities asks, "This is a paragon, right? Then why are such ghosts troubling him?" The guardians say, "To fix this situation, our captain has gone to Earth and will return soon after fixing everything." The deity says, "Okay, the work should be done quickly. The soul that is roaming like this, settle it quickly." Hearing the deity's words, Kim gets tense because a member of his family has died. Angrily, he grabs the shirt of the deity of deities and scolds him. Seeing this, the guardians get shocked. What is he doing? And they quickly separate Kim from the deity. Then they apologize to the deity. But the deity doesn't do anything. He scolds the guardians a little. Is this one also crazy? Why is he doing this? Then, the deity leaves from there. Cut to show that they now reach the next judge. There, a girl is eating a lollipop. Actually, this is the goddess of deceit, who hears the cases of those who deceive others. And there, a lawyer makes trouble trying to trap Kim, and says, "This man deceived a little girl. What is this? He kept sending letters to that girl like her daddy. Not one, not two, but a full 98 letters. Because of this man should be punished." Kim accepts and says, "Yes, she was a very little girl. That's why, to keep her heart, I sent her letters." On this, the lollipop-eating goddess, who is herself a child, pronounces punishment to Kim. The punishment is that his tongue be cut off. The guardians can't do anything, and Gangrim is still not back from Earth. Now the guardians somehow contact Gangrim. Gangrim links his mind with Lee's mind and speaks through her. He says, "Give us one last chance to fight this case." Kim not only sent letters to that girl, but to his own mother for 15 years. Such small letters. In this way, reading these letters, his mother, who the doctors had given up on, became completely fine. And living far away from home, to keep his mother happy, small letters said, "Mom, I am very happy. My marriage has happened, and I am living a very good life." Reading all this, his mother became very happy. Exactly the same answer was given to the little girl to whom he wrote letters. After her father died, she was very sad. Reading his letters, she became very happy and came out of her sorrow. In this way, Gangrim tells the whole truth about Kim. Hearing all the truth, the lollipop goddess says, "You are truly a very good person. We will pass you from here now, and you can proceed with your case." Cut to show a forest where the three are walking. Now Gangrim arrives there and says to Kim, "I saw your mother, and she is completely fine. Your brother is also completely fine." Hearing this, Kim says, "Come on, brother, thank God nothing happened to anyone in my family." Just then, Gangrim says to both guardians, "Suyog has died. But remember, no one should know about this. Do it like this." Then he leaves for Earth again. Cut to show what happened with Suyog. Suyog is a soldier. He is standing at a post at night. He has to fold the sendi, that his junior soldier is with him, who is very scared. So Suyog boosts his courage and motivates him, hugging him. And just then, that junior soldier accidentally presses the trigger. Suyog gets badly hurt, and blood comes out of his mouth. Even in this condition, he wants to save his junior, and says, "You just complete the channel. Don't tell anyone else anything, otherwise you will get into trouble." Then the colonel arrives, and seeing Suyog, he panics because he had posted both of them there. He was also afraid that there would be an inquiry as to why Hussein posted a junior soldier to guide such an important place. To avoid all these matters, conspiring with that junior soldier, he decides that Suyog should be buried somewhere. Cut to show Kim. Now they are walking on an Atlantic-like icy place. Suddenly, a snowfall starts there, and many obstacles also come. Kim asks, "Everyone in my family is fine, but why are such obstacles coming?" A caterpillar appears, and then they climb on it. Cut to show Suyog again. He is not dead, he is still alive. But the colonel and the junior soldier don't know that he is alive, and they bury him. Then they go to his mother and say, "Your son ran away after joining the army. Who knows where he went?" In this way, lying and lying, they are making his mother sad. Seeing this front, Gangrim starts looking like his admirer. Exactly in the same way, Cameron's father was also found alive among dead bodies in a war. His mother also became, from such a death of his. Cut to show the Hall of Phonetic Justice, and they show Kim. Punishment is given here to those who deceive others for their own selfishness. Such people are locked in a glass box here and pressed, and they are given ball torture. All these details are being told by Lee. Cut to show the next day, showing the three going in a caterpillar. Just then, Kim somehow gets lost in the villages. And he congratulates Kim that his brother is dead. Hearing this, Kim gets shocked. That caterpillar's path stops, and it gets stuck from the workside. Being a firefighter, he skillfully saves himself and his guardians. Now he resolves that he will get complete life. Cut to show that now Gangrim is standing at the place where Suyog was buried. Just then, Grim comes and asks, "What are you doing here? To eliminate those hands is your job, but here you are wasting useless time." Encouraging him, Grim gets angry, and then both fight. Gangrim shouts, "Here I am right or you. You will read my and insult me? You have no right to question me. I know my job well, and you now go and handle your work." Answering like this, he leaves from there. Cut to show that the Guardians are going inside the gate. This place is F withdrawal, meaning the hell of betrayal. Here too, a goddess, being a paragon, Kim gets a free pass here. In this trial too, without much effort, he passes. Cut to show that Gangrim on Earth sees that Junior and the Colonel who accidentally shot Suyog. The Colonel gave that soldier a few days off, gave him pure money, and says, "Go have fun. Till then, all this will be fine, and your burden will lighten." This scene is being seen by Suyog's soul. Cut to show that in 2015, going to the last trial invitation, so Suyog's soul tries to kill from his eyes, but seeing Grim there, that soul runs away from there. But Grim chases it continuously, and finally catches it and ties it to a building. Then Grim says to me, "Stop, what you are about to do is completely wrong. If you promise to take revenge, then I can give you complete life. You have patience for a few days." Suyog says, "I have suffered so much trouble, you have no idea at all. I will definitely take revenge from those people." Saying this, he runs away from the market, saving himself from Gangrim. Cut to show that Grim goes straight back to the Colonel and says, "I can't do all this. I am feeling very guilty. I want to die." The Colonel knows, "What nonsense are you talking? This is not such a big sin as you are thinking." In this way, explaining to him, he sends him away. All this is being seen by Suyog's soul. Cut to show Kim's guardians. Gangrim is deep in thought that Suyog's soul is very stubborn. For all this to go smoothly, it is necessary to destroy his soul. Kim runs and operates the film and falls at Gangrim's feet. "Please don't do anything to my brother. Bring him here too and give him complete life, please." In this way, he starts pleading with Gangrim. Cut to show that on Earth, Rahul has been caught. Then he goes to the junior soldier Kim's house and is not able to face Kim's mother. Seeing this, Kim's mother closes the door. Then he puts energy inside a familiar house and runs away from there. Kim's mother opens it and there is a map in it. On it, in one place, there is a bar, and at the place marked with an X, Suyog was buried. Cut to show that the junior soldier is trying to hang himself. This scene is being watched by both Grim and Suyog's soul. Then Suyog's soul goes to the soldier and becomes convinced that he had fired the shot unknowingly, and after that incident, the poor guy has been regretting a lot. "I will not let him die." Thinking this, Suyog's soul asks Gangrim to somehow save that man. Then Grim says to me, "Promise me that you will listen to me. Only then will I save him." Suyog's soul agrees. Then Grim saves the soldier. Cut to show that Kim has been brought to the hall of final trial. Here, two stone forms are fighting a lot. One stone is big and the other is small. The big stone beats the small stone. The meaning of this scene is that in childhood, Kim had beaten his younger brother. At that time, his mother was very sick. At that time, Kim had also tried to take his mother's life. Suyog had tried to stop him, and because of this, Kim had beaten Suyog. After beating his brother a lot, Kim ran away from home. Knowing all this, the Hall of Final Trial's deity says he should definitely be punished. Then Kim is prepared for punishment. Lee asks for help from Gangrim, and Gangrim links with her white and starts speaking through Lee. She says, "Our last date is not this. After this, there is another gate to cross. We will do the accounts together on the frigate." The deity Gangrim agrees and says, "If at that last gate all these deeds are proven right, then Kim's punishment will be given, and not only that, you three will also never get rebirth, and all your powers will be taken away." The Guardians think for a while and finally agree. Cut to show Grim on Earth. He tells Suyog's soul to go into his own body. His soul does exactly that, and Suyog becomes alive. Cut to show their mother, who goes searching for Suyog with the map. She goes to the Colonel and shows him the map and says, "My son hasn't run away anywhere, he is at this place." On this, the Colonel panics and tries to send Kim's mother away from there. Seeing this, Suyog, who is about to remain quiet, again takes the form of a soul and starts cycloning the Colonel. Gangrim is not able to control him and calls Lee for help. Both, together, with great difficulty, calm Suyog down. Cut to show that now Kim has entered the last gate. Here, the judge is the leader of the deities. He is the same deity whose shirt Kim had grabbed and scolded badly. And he is also the last judge. And he starts pronouncing punishment to Kim from the root. Gangrim asks, "Deity, how can you pronounce punishment without hearing?" So the deity says, "He tried to take his mother's life. Not only that, he never apologized to his mother for his mistake. What bigger reason could there be to punish him than this?" Just then, Lee intervenes and says, "He only tried to kill, but didn't kill. Not only that, his mother doesn't even know that he did such an act. And this was his childhood, from which no one was harmed." The deity gets upset and says, "Who says his mother doesn't know? His mother was conscious at that time, but from the heart, she had died at that very moment when she must have found out that her son was trying to take her life. I will definitely punish him." Amidst all this, when Kim finds out that his mother was conscious at that time and was watching all his actions, his whole body goes numb. He cries, wails, falls at the deity's feet, and says to him, "Please get me to meet my mother in some way. Please, I want to apologize to her. This is my last wish." His crying and wailing doesn't affect the deity at all, and he says, "You had 15 years of time, but you couldn't spare even a moment to apologize to your mother. After coming here, you are thinking of apologizing to your mother?" Saying this, the deity gets very angry at Kim. Cut to show Suyog and Gangrim on Earth, and after the deity, Suyog happens. They show the deity of deities, around whom an earthquake is happening. Just then, in the soil there, Kim's mother's form is seen. Actually, Suyog's soul goes into his mother's dream and says, "Mom, I won't be able to meet you now. I have got a job in the afterlife." Hearing this, his mother bids him farewell while crying. Then Suyog says to his mother, "You must remember that many years ago, Kim tried to kill you. You might have forgotten, but Kim has been regretting this for many years. For this mistake made in childhood, he was working day and night and sending us money. He is dying every day thinking of this." In this way, he tells his mother about Kim. His mother says, "I have no complaint against him. The mistake was mine, that I couldn't take care of you both properly. Forgive me, son. Please forgive me." Saying this, she hugs Suyog and starts crying. This whole scene is being watched in the afterlife by Kim, the guardians, and the deity of deities. On this, Kim hugs his mother's form and cries finally and apologizes to his mother. Seeing this, everyone's eyes fill up, and the lawyer standing there starts crying bitterly. Finally, the deity of deities tears up the paper in front of him on which Kim's punishment was written, and he says, "If your mother has forgiven you, then how can we punish you? And then you have apologized sincerely, and your mother has also forgiven you sincerely. Therefore, I give you rebirth. You have passed all the trials." And in this way, Kim gets rebirth and becomes as before. Then he thanks the tamarind and leaves from there. Cut to show Gangrim on Earth. He and Suyog have a ticket, which is Suyog's ticket. It is exactly the same ticket as Kim's. Seeing this, Grim gets shocked and says, "We will cut this one first. If we take this Paragon to the afterlife on this ticket, then we won't even get entry in the first gate, and they will drive us out from there. And you want to give this Paragon a ticket?" In this way, he pulls Gangrim's leg. On this, Grim says, "I am your Caesar, remember or not? Or can I only not order, and your job is only to follow it?" Grim gets upset and says, "This is the first time I am answering you back. Before this, have I ever disobeyed you?" Hearing his question, Gangrim falls into thought. Then he realizes that once before, when Grim refused to follow this order, actually, this was the deity of deities. Grim had fought with Gangrim, accusing him, and the deities had done this because Gangrim, who had come to Earth for a job, was wasting time playing hide-and-seek with Suyog's soul without completing it. This thing, Gangrim understood clearly. Cut to show Kim's mother. A parcel has come in her name, and Grim delivers that parcel. In that parcel, there is a rice cooker that Kim had bought for his mother. Inside, there is a letter that Kim had written to his mother. In that letter, Kim had apologized to his mother for all his mistakes, and it was also written why he had tried to kill his mother at that time. He was very young at that time, his mother was very sick, and there was no chance of her survival. That's why Kim was going to end himself and his family by killing his mother without pain. And that was his plan. But that day, Suyog saw him, and because of this, he ran away from home. and for 15 years, living away from home, he took full care of his mother and brother. He started working very hard for them and kept sending them money. Not only that, to make his sick mother happy, for 15 years he kept sending letters that he is living a very happy and prosperous life. He wrote all this, that his marriage happened and he is very happy with his family. Reading his letters, his mother felt very proud of him. Cut to show that Gangrim and Lee bring Suyog, the Paragon, to the afterlife and start the process of giving him complete life. If these three guardians give this Paragon rebirth, then after that, the three guardians themselves will also get complete life and will stop. With this message, the plot of this movie ends here. Later on, did these guardians give rebirth to Suyog? And what decision did Gangrim, Lee, and Grim make? To know all this, it is necessary to watch the sequel of this movie. Soon we will bring its sequel video, so don't forget to subscribe to Movies Recap. Also, definitely share this video in your friend circle so that they can also watch this video and its sequel and get invited. And finally, thanks for watching.